Um, Hello, testing, testing. Is this thing working? Hello, 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 hello. Is this thing practically working? I don't know. Let me just check. Um, should be working. Let me see. Let me just check. Um, Hello, Jeff Jones. Yeah, it's live. I can tell. Um, Hello, Jeff Jones. It's live. Yeah, I can tell. Okay. Hello, everyone. Blue Devil here, of course. Yeah, I just thought I'd give it a try, to live stream and see how this would go. I know it's a little late, of course. People would say right now it's very late. It's like 10 p.m. right now. Honestly, I was gonna do this tomorrow in the morning, but honestly, since I have things going on, I probably wouldn't have time to do it. I thought it'd be nice to do it right now. This is of course a test by all means. It's not like anything, much. I just thought, I just, come on board and just thought I'd try a live stream for once. And this is, of course, just a test to see how I can work around through the live stream and, get an idea of what to do. Because, of course, I am looking forward into live streaming stuff and, live streaming gameplays such as Genshin or Minecraft or other games that I might play as well. Instead of always having to make, since I've always had a thing in my channel where I always have to make parts one at a time, each part would always take me like literally a month to complete of editing because I've always had a lot going on. So I thought maybe the live streaming thing could actually help me out. Then again, that would have to, cut out on the edits. But the good news is I would have a chance to, complete a game probably in within one video or either two videos, depending on how long it takes me. But other than that, yeah, I have been working on this, and it's an idea that I will probably speculate, and I will work on it a bit more. Of course, yes, I went through a few changes, especially in mask design and everything else. And yes, I will be wearing this mask every time I play gameplay still. That is not going to change, okay? But yeah, as far as it goes, it's nice to see you all here. Jeff Jones, Real Roger, Eldritch, Frixium. I still can't pronounce your name. It's still great to see you all here again, and yeah, it's actually surprising to actually see people on this chat. To be honest, I was expecting no one to show up. To be honest, because it was already late. But the thing is, everyone did. Some people did show up, and that's a good thing at least. So, all right, Fricks. Yeah. This is a little awkward, but yeah, I'm just doing it as a little test stream, and of course, this place I'm working with is a bit of a mess. There's a lot of stuff and a lot of things and a lot of stuff going on and everything. So yeah, it's a bit of a mess. Of course, there is the green screen in the back, and I'm not pulling an all nighter. I wish I could, but I can't, sadly, because of course I am tired. But yes, I am still making the energy to live stream this and everything. Other than that, yes, this is just a live stream and a test, of course. And I should mention that, of course, I have switched into a new room. If you see my last video, my last gameplay on Sister's Location, then you would notice that the whole room's completely changed. I have a green screen behind me, which I'm gonna have to like mess with so I can get an idea, because it's gonna take a hard time to work with like the green screen in the back and for it to actually work, of course. Yeah, everything else is just fine. I mean, as much as it goes, I of course do want to save up on, like the time I spend on, either editing on a comic dub or either time I spend on making a video, of course. So maybe, so you, okay, so chat, you decide. Do you think I should should I do these, live streams during the day or the night? What do you think? Give me an answer and I'll decide. Day. Anyone else? After 250, both day. Okay, yeah, day sounds more reasonable. Yeah, day sounds about as accurate as I was gonna get, of course. Yeah, it sounds about accurate because pulling it out at night, people are probably asleep, and I'm just interrupted. It's a bit awkward, recording it at night. So yeah, I guess day would probably be best. It's okay. Yeah, okay, I get it, Fricks. It's 1 a.m. over there. My apologies, of course. Hmm. Shoot. Well, I'll keep that in mind, of course. Other than that, I do want to speculate on, some games I do want to start doing on these live streams. The first one on the list, whenever I do another live stream, would be Genshin. Yeah, one of my dearest, companions said that they wanted me to play Genshin, which I kept my promise to them. I would play that game, of course. Then again, I still need to fool around with like this live streaming stuff so I can get an idea of it. The other, gameplay I do plan to do later on is also Minecraft. Since you all do remember, I did play Minecraft around last year. Yes, I did, but okay, there was a problem, and it was due to the, flood. Yeah, because of that, I got locked out of my Xbox account because I was away from it for weeks, and then yada yada yada, and I lost my account. So now I have to start a new Minecraft world from the beginning. So win-win, pretty much. I reject my humanity. Yes, I will always wear this mask. Real Roger, I will not take it off. The only times I probably would take it off is if it's in something shocking or something horrifying in the game I might have playing or something. Yes, does it get sweaty in this mask? Sometimes, depending on like the heat in the room. As of now, I'm in the garage, so I'm slightly sweating, but you get used to it time and time. This thing was. Yeah, I'm already sweating in this thing. Yes, I am in the garage. It's like a little setup I made around the place. I don't know if I can show you all, but like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to show much. But yeah, I'm in a garage. There's like a weird, like black little binders in front of me, so it could block people from watching me, and people coming in the room and then saying like, "What am I doing?" I'm recording, of course, because a lot of people always come in the room. So yeah, that's a bit awkward here and there. So I don't know if there'll ever be like a time wherever I'm doing like a live stream, and then all of a sudden someone just comes in and just says like, "Hey, what are you doing?" No, but I'm recording. Yeah, but like, yeah. Yeah, it would probably be like that a little. But then again, it's a work in progress. All of this is a work in progress. I just hope my laptop is able to, hold this, live stream and everything down. I plan to probably, live stream for like about 6 hours. And another thing I also want to say, I also plan to live stream other games like the continuation of Resident Evil Village, the Rose DLC, or any other games I need to, play like Five Nights at Freddy's, Pizza Simulator, and all that other games coming around. I plan to do them in like a live stream, so I don't have to spend my time on them. Of course, as I said 1,000 times already, but yeah, as far as it goes, yes. I also do want to learn something. I do plan to do, live streams of not just myself, but of friends online, of course. Yes, I have speculated with some people online. They have talked with me, such as Z. If any of you may all know her, she also wants to live stream with me and play a lot of Minecraft. Yes. As well as a few other, companions that were also a part of some projects, as well as a few friends of mine that are also in the chat. If they all want to decide to join me in some games, of course, like Roblox or Finance Phrase or Minecraft or any other game that's online, they're free to join me by all means, and they'll of course be a part of the live stream. It'd be a pleasure to work, play with all those people, of course, and get around to this. But again, this is just a test live stream for tonight. It'll probably be like about 30 or like 40 minutes. I can join you in your Minecraft live streams. That would be awesome, to be honest. And as of late, my older brother and I, he helped me set up Minecraft, not just the Bedrock version, but the Java version, wherever I can add mods and everything else. Maybe I could start doing Minecraft horror mods too. We don't know. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, maybe I could start doing stuff like not just normal Minecraft as well, but also Minecraft with mods, like horror mods. I've always wanted to try those horror mods in Minecraft, like the Broken Script, Unknown Null, all that. I've been a fan of Minecraft horror, and I would love to try that. And I'd love to be scared half to death, of course. So yeah, win-win. So yeah, you all are free to join me in my Minecraft stream, of course, especially you, Fricks. You are free to join. Whew. Broken Script scares the soul out of my body on the first time. Yes. What's my favorite horror film? Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, I need to think. I mean, as of late, I will admit, as of late, one of my favorite horror movies I saw this year was probably The Black Phone 2. I saw it in theaters around my birthday, and yeah, it was actually an experience, I'll be honest. That one was one of my favorites, but I think Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is going to be coming out, so maybe that one may take the spotlight. But as a favorite horror movie, it's hard to come by because I'm a big fan of horror. Like, I like movies like Silent Hill, what was it? The Friday the 13th movies, the Halloween movies, the Scream movies, the Texas Chainsaw movies. I never seen the Jigsaw movies, though, and the Chucky movies. I'm a big fan of horror, of course, and well, I'd rather, I'm interested in many horror films, but as of late, I think my favorite horror movie right now is The Black Phone 2. That movie was an experience. Go check Yaluzal. He's going to make like a live stream about The Black Phone 2 sometime soon. He really liked that movie too. Yeah, that one was a good one. As of late, I'm also kind of excited for the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie with Matt Pat and Megan Fox and, other surprising celebrities in that movie. That one I'm excited to see sometime too. More for yes. I've only seen a Stranger Things. Ooh, speaking of, I've only seen Stranger Things, bro. My parents are protective. Ooh, Stranger Things. Speaking of Stranger Things, I heard season 5 is about to come out. I think this November, actually, later on this month, and then the rest of it would come out on Christmas, if I'm correct. And protective parents. Yes, I can understand, and I used to relate to that. I used to, as a kid, I remember I was always prohibited to watch from watching videos of curse words as a kid. As of now, I'm not. I'm free to watch videos of curse words all I want. Yay! Yeah, I know. My favorite horror movie is the Amityville Horror, The Shining, and Christine. Those are good ones. I've never seen the Amityville Horror. What is your favorite Stranger Things season? So far, I think it's season 4. That one was one of my favorites. But I also do like season 3 as well. It's between those two. I'm excited for the finale of Stranger Things season 5, of course. That one's good. I'm really excited to see what happens. Especially how what's really awkward? I actually got into Stranger Things at a late time. I'm not gonna lie, I never watched it until season 4. When I saw season 4, I had to go back and watch all the other seasons on Netflix, and man, I missed out. Oh man, that's a thing with me. I always tend to miss out on good things. Have you seen Hereditary or I don't think I have actually. That doesn't sound familiar in a way. Care to elaborate? If you want. Hmm. Hmm. I think one of the things I also do want to address in the room is also the mask I made. Oh, water. Yes, it's water. It's a custom made Silent Hill cup. Don't question. I probably should have faced it the other way. It's a Silent Hill cup. Yes, it's a cup. It was a custom made cup with my name on it. Actually, you could see my name in like an interesting language. But yeah, Okay, what was it? Did you know there is a 2022 Titanic horror movie called Titanic 66 on Tubi and the Asylum that's also made by the. Okay, I think I've heard of that actually. I've never seen it actually, but I've heard of it somewhere. Yes, and what was the? Don't question, man. Don't question. Don't question. Trust me, I've had similar issues, and that is why I do not bring that cup to school anymore. Well, I don't go to school anymore because I graduated. But yeah, the last time I brought that cup into school, I got a lot of attention, especially from the principal. So yeah, there was an issue there. Yeah, there was an issue there. The director RE2 is their horror films that are pretty well known among the horror community. Huh. Interesting. Huh. Speaking of like my cup, I said it was like Silent Hill related. Speaking of that, I am excited to see that movie, and I know people may not have an idea. Maybe people may have not the greatest expectations for it. Would be Return to Silent Hill. Yes, I'll admit I've seen the Silent Hill movies, and I'll be honest, I liked the first movie. The first movie was pretty good, I'll be honest. They encapsulated the actual vibe of Silent Hill. Have I played Silent Hill before? No, but I always wanted to. So maybe on the live stream I may try to. I will say the first Silent Hill movie was pretty good. However, the second one, we do not talk about the second one. However, the director for the first movie is coming back to make the Return to Silent Hill coming out this January 26th. I am excited to see it and see how it's done. Because I did like the first one, to be honest. It was pretty good for what it was. I had a bottle with questionable art on it. Relatable right now, to be honest. I mean, if you all want to see it, I mean, I don't mind. I mean, I don't care if YouTube cancels me. They probably are. I should probably get rid of this. I'm so bad. Yeah. Also, I think I do want to speculate on what I do plan to do in the live stream. I do plan to, be still. Since that I'm gonna be limited because I don't have to, I don't have any special effects to be all like acting all like, crazy and cartoony and comedic. I probably won't be having effects like that anymore since it's gonna be a live stream. So I'm thinking maybe in a way I can actually bring in props and use them at proper timing. Kind of like scripted scenes, like a little somewhat scripted, but only use them like when necessary. So I would have to act on instinct and knowing like what to do in those moments. I've also graduated from high school back in May too. Same here, and trust me, it was a long wait having to wait at that graduation ceremony. It sucks because because they start with they go from alphabetical order and last names. My last name ends with a V. Why? God, I can't imagine my sister because her last name ends with a Y. Man, that was a long graduation. I remember I was just sitting there, just waiting forever. Hmm. Hmm. Have you seen Doctor Sleep, the sequel to The Shining? No, I have not actually. I never actually heard of that. Is it made by Kubrick or is it made by Stephen King? I'm wondering because there's two versions of The Shining. There's the Kubrick version and there's the Stephen King version. I prefer the Kubrick one, which is the one we all know as the one with Jack Nicholson in it, of course. Huh. Interesting. Mike Flanagan. Hmm. As of now, I do want to speculate on some things, of course. I do want to speculate on, of course, the comic dubs. Yes, it has been a while since I last made them. I do plan to work on them, of course, since I did say that Mr. Nub apparently, went on a mission, of course, and he won't be back till either December 2026 or 2027. We do not know. It is hard to tell when. But before he left, I will want to say he did leave us some lines to work with for some, excuse me. He did leave us some lines to work with in some other comic dubs. It came out in 2019. Huh. He did. I was saying, as I was saying, Mr. Nub, he did leave us some lines to work on some comic dubs, and of course, I will try to get those dubs done. The only problem is there's some other characters that do need voice acting, and of course, no offense to our group, we know we're all busy and we have things going on, but as of now, I am gonna try getting some dubs done, of course, and trying to get some things done. Especially as I've also been working on some of my own comics, and I'm pretty sure if you've all seen, my latest videos, like Sinister Shadows episode 2. Oh, I've watched both the 1980 Shining and 1997 Shining miniseries. Yeah, the Shining miniseries was something else, I would say. I know it was made by Stephen King, of course, because he never liked the 1980 version because of reasons. Yeah, I read a lot into media, and yeah, he just didn't like the Kubrick version, so he made his own version in 1997, the miniseries. And for what it was just it was something. That's all I would say. Hmm. As regarding to like the lines, I do plan to work on some of them. The other comics, of course, as well as Enraged. Of course, Yaluzao is working on his own version, and we're gonna try making our own versions a bit far apart from what they are. And of course, my computer, as of late, has been experiencing slight issues of bigger files. For some reason, they won't download and they always crash. So I have to find out, a way how to like download them, because I don't know if it's my, editing software. It's been like that for a while. I like the miniseries version. It wasn't as good as Kubrick's version, but I enjoyed it. Yeah, you have a point. You have a point. It wasn't as good as the Kubrick version, but it was still good. As I was saying, we do plan to work on that, and of course, I'm gonna need to figure out what to do with like everything else with like the comic dubs and everything. I will, of course, try figuring it out, and I've been, of course, trying to balance things out. And I should mention, around December or before this month ends, I plan to get a job. Actually, well, let's put it this way. Never watched the miniseries because Kubrick's version will never be beaten. Understandable, but I do plan to get a job before the end of this month, actually, and we'll start working on around December. I actually plan to get a night shift job. Now, before you say Freddy Fazbear and everything about me ending up going missing and ending up in a robotic suit, no, that is not the job I'm going for. It's just a night shift at a grocery store. As far as it goes, by all means. I am not working at a minimum wage job where I literally have to watch animatronics on monitors. I am not. So before you say, before you say Freddy Fazbear, no, I am not, gonna go for a night shift job, of course. I am gonna just get like a night shift job at the grocery store. And yeah, 5 nights. Yes, 5 nights at Walmart. Exactly. 5 nights at Walmart. Yes. No, it's not Walmart. It might be HEB. Maybe Walmart. Maybe Walmart. It depends. It depends on which job is open. I might get a job at HEB, which is normal grocery store down here in America or Texas, whatever you want to say. But yeah, 5 nights at Walmart sounds about nice. 5 nights at WKK. 5 nights at what? WKK. Of course, 5 nights at Walmart. I'm gonna be stuck in a Walmart mascot suit for the rest of my life after this, guys. So in case you don't see me, yeah, I do not recommend Doctor Sleep. It was a good follow up to Kubrick's Shining. I do recommend. Okay, Doctor Sleep. Okay, I'll look into that movie, Doctor Sleep. Of course, I will look into it. I will look into Doctor Sleep. Because speaking of Doctor Sleep, I need somebody that also needs to put me to sleep because I have some damn sleep issues, which is why I'm getting the night shift job. Because I will admit, as a kid, I've always had sleep issues. I always have, and honestly, sometimes I could just go a day of just 2 or 3 hours of sleep, which is not healthy. I can tell you that. So I'm thinking, maybe the night shift job is probably the best thing for me. If I could probably pull an all nighter, or if I could sleep throughout the whole day and be up all night, then yeah, maybe the night shift job is the best thing for me. Then again, I do want to balance both having a job and both having to do live streams and doing, comic dubs and all that, and drawing comics for my own self as well. Yeah, I do want to balance. I do want to make like a schedule and a balance for all that, and the amount of time I have to spend with like a certain someone. Of course, I'm not going to get into detail, but yeah, I do want to balance time and how to make a schedule for myself. Oh boy, it's like I will admit, okay, I do want to address something that's also been bothering me, of course. That, of course, being online college. I know this is gonna sound a bit much, but I have been trying online college, and I'm just gonna come across this. Maybe I don't think online college is for me, to be honest. I mean, I've tried it and I've tried, and it's just like every time I think I figure it out, there's always a new problem that occurs, and I always have to get in communication with them, and they take like about 5 or like a day or two to just to get like an answer, and just for like to call them for like 5 minutes, and then they try to help me out, and well, no matter what I do, it's just stressful. It's like it's draining me a little, and it's just like there's like it's like people even around me even say like people who even go through college and get a degree, they still don't know what to do with their lives, and that just. I mean, no offense. By all means, you all people can go to college if you want to. By all means, I respect that opinion. But it's just, I've tried college for a while, and I'm thinking about dropping out and just getting a job from there on out. Then again, I do have a plan, and I'm just hoping that everything just works out. Of course, that of course saving up from the job, and then maybe moving somewhere else out of outside of the country, because as much as I've lived here my whole life, I do want to see the world outside, and of course that's kind of my plan and everything. I do want to like get out of like the town and just maybe find somewhere like to live and just find my place. Hmm. There are some things I do want to address. Okay, I've said that so many times. There's so many things I want to address. There is. I'm just saying that so much, but yeah, I do want to say that college is not really working out for me, and I'm thinking about maybe just dropping out from it and just getting a job from there on out, and just seeing where the YouTube thing can help me out, or either I might try Twitch or anything, depending on what happens. I just hope everything just works out for, me and then other people as well. Not just me, but like, other people too, like the friends of mine, especially some of them on the chat, of course. Especially you, Film Shoot. I actually, again, I know I don't want to like address anything or anything. I get it, it's personal, but other than that, I do want to say it's nice to have you here, and hey, I just hope you're doing okay, man. Okay, as well for everyone else in the chat, of course, and as far as it goes, yeah, I might just get a job and then eventually, just find myself out there and just hopefully maybe something can happen. Maybe even that comic series I'm working on, maybe hopefully it can get picked up by someone and they'll actually, think about animating it. Back to the subject, Stephen King 2019, the year of Stephen King because of Dr. Sleep, It Chapter 2, and Pet Cemetery remake. Okay, yeah, I can tell. I remember 2019 very well. Man, that was the last year before 2020 came along and freaking ruined us all. Yeah, we do not want to remember 2020. Nobody does, not even me. I hated online school and COVID because of that. But yeah. Yeah, 2019 was a good time. Looking back at the old years, I just sometimes look back at 2017. That year was the time that I remember. Oh man, I don't often talk about it too much, but 2017 was the year I uploaded my first ever video. And I mean my first ever video. Like I was like 10 years old and I did not know what I was doing. I was in 4th grade and I was just 10 years old and I just uploaded a random video on YouTube. And I just uploaded random crap on YouTube, to be honest, just random crap. And man, that was a good time. Like I was just like I was dumb. My voice was very high pitched, like a very kiddish high pitched voice, and I would just record videos off my tablet and just publish them on the internet. Like my first video, if I'm correct, was just me and my cousins at our grandparents, just like recording stuff. And it was like around, I'm not sure what time it was around, but like, man, that video just takes me back. It does. Yeah, I hope you're doing okay, Film Shoot. I really do. Yeah. Ah, man. But speaking of like past memories, man, 2017 was a really memorable year for me. I remember around that time, Bendy and the Ink Machine was still popular. Well, it was gaining popularity because of like time of around it was coming out. Man, I was an obsessive little kid into like little things, and I just did YouTube videos just for fun. Like some of them didn't even make any sense. It was just like plush videos, or either like random videos of like me and my family spending time together, or other stuff. Yeah, as far as it goes, yeah, like man, those were good times. I mean, maybe I can find them and maybe I can like react and live stream memories of them sometime in the future. Maybe like like some of the live streams I could like look back at actually like live stream my old videos. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest. As cringy as those videos may be in the past, I do want to react and revisit those old memories. And I know a lot of the chat's gonna probably be saying this feels very cringe. Yes, I was a cringy kid a cringy kid when I first started YouTube. I did not know what I was doing, and I was cringy before the word cringe was a kid. Cringe was a word. Honestly, my cringy videos do still exist. Yeah, Real Roger, they do, and I will admit I've been through like what six or seven accounts, and I had like different things going on. Funny enough, even some of the characters in my comic series, one of them, some of the characters were actually based off from like that weird cringy series I used to make back then. Some of them, did originate from that. Some of them, I will admit. But yeah, I do want to maybe like in another live stream, I do maybe want to like relook back at some of like the old stuff I went through. Maybe like around when like maybe like around some other time, like when I could when whenever I just want to like look back, because I take it like that those videos are like 8 years old already. Maybe like when they're 9 years old, maybe I might do a reaction to them. I don't know, maybe. Man, it's just crazy like how far like everyone like some people people's came from like from like the beginning from like from humble beginnings to like where they are now. And I'll be honest, I'm still growing as a channel, of course. I mean, I'm only at like 11,900 subscribers. I mean, I'll be honest, I was surprised that I got here, to be honest. Like I never expected my channel to actually get to this point. Man, like I'll be honest, when I first was making YouTube and then I was doing things like after like my last cringy channel, I finally moved on to making gaming videos. And for about 60 or 80, 75 videos of gameplays, I can tell my channel was still not going anywhere. It was still, man, it was undiscovered and everything. It was until I did a specific video where I did like a dub. And this was just for fun. I did it just for fun, to be honest. And that video was a dub of me doing, of course, all the voices of Insanity. The original Insanity, not the redub, the original Insanity. The first take I did of the comic. And yes, I did all those voices. Yeah, it was a little cringy, but somehow that got so much attention on my channel that so many people like literally loved it. And I just like, okay, they like this, so I just thought, I'd do it there. And then, after that, after I finished Insanity and all, I got the attention of a lot of people, I remember. Yeah. Can I still okay, I watched your version with your voice, and man, oh, I can still do that voice. But honestly, yeah, it's pretty simple. I mean, the bad laughing at the end. Yeah, okay, yeah, it was a bit bad. It was a bit bad at the laughing. Yeah, I was young. I did not know what I was doing. I was just having fun, just practicing on my voice. As far as it goes, yeah, it was just practicing. It was, and then after that, when I decided to do another dub, when did you discover Murder Drones, by the way? I discovered it through this guy's channel. I believe we all know him, SMG4. I grew up with him since 2014, actually. Man, like I discovered Murder Drones through SMG4, actually. He's the co-owner of, Glitch, and of course, I am sad with SMG4, coming to an end as of late, this December. Yeah, I discovered him through that channel, and yeah, SMG4 was one of my childhood channels. I remember back in 2014. Yeah, I was young, like really young. That was before I even did YouTube. That was like around the time when I would watch videos behind my mom's back with curse words. Blue Joker. Okay, yeah, I guess that works. Yeah, I don't really do like the laughing. Of course, yes, you do see me voicing my own comics. But as I was saying about Insanity, let's just say after the Insanity, I decided to do another comic, which was Zero Destination U. That's when I started making community posts, and that's when I started getting the attention of a lot of people wanting to work with me. The first person who wanted to work with me, well, actually, the first person who introduced me to Discord was a friend of mine named Bacon Boy. Special thanks to him because he was the one who got me into Discord, and that's how I met everyone now. But then, as I got into Discord, I came across a certain. I'm not gonna go into detail about this story because it sounds a bit personal, and I don't want to sound rude to the guy who, yeah, we don't talk about him for a reason, but either way, from that experience, I met three amazing people. That being Angel Core, that being Thing or Waste of Space as she went by, and that being Mr. Nubs. Yes, I met Mr. Nubs from this random user I'm not going to address for reasons. I met Mr. Nubs